I tell you, we are winning, because we cannot lose with this. They cannot mill us. Like, whatever happens, they cannot win the game. And I'll be honest, I don't think our opponent can draw cards like we do. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today deck that will get your opponents absolutely eye-rolling, because this deck literally cannot lose as long as Herald of Eternal Dawn is in the battlefield, and because of 6 toughness there are a lot of decks that literally cannot kill it. But wait, there's more. Of course we are reanimating it, but later we have time before they draw removal, and we have Duress to get rid of every lightning strike so they actually cannot chain them, and we also have Virtue of Persistence so we can start stacking all the Heralds, so even if they draw this final removal, I mean you already have 4 and your opponent knows that they need to remove 3 creatures and they still cannot win the game. So this deck literally hard counters a lot of builds that cannot answer Herald because they simply cannot win, and you will see it in today's video and you will see how salty this card makes them. And before we go to the gameplay, our absolute legend for today is none other than Seth, our great friend of the channel, and yeah, I think this deck will fit your style, my friend. It definitely can block aggro completely from winning, which was the idea, so I hope you will like this. Thank you for your support and for always being so awesome, and I think we won't all see the Herald of Eternal Dawn in action in standard, so have fun and enjoy. Alright, let's go for the vault as soon as possible. I think we don't need so many runs. We need to get into our, cool reanimation. So we need creatures and we need reanimation spells, so we don't have luxury to take lands at this point, especially with Collector's Vault. Our opponent, Golgari. Oh my god, they are actually a Golgari deck. Respect, my friend, respect. Alright, so we have set up the vault. Golgari actually can remove this, so we might want to really take advantage while we can. Alright, the Dread Knight is fine. I actually do not mind the Red Knight at all. We could go for Liliana. You know what, I will go for Liliana, because she is amazing at providing a very mean pressure to our opponent. We also can discard Valgavoth, so we are not losing too much. And we can still butcher their hand just a little bit. Well, cut down obviously not very relevant, but it could save the Dread Knight from Anoint later. Alright, and they are going for the Annex. I see how it is, I see how it is. And oh boy, this draw. This draw is something else. Let's keep plusing. I think we might be forced into ultimate.
Drop it.
And we'll probably Virtue of Persistence. So we need to stack as many treasures as possible. I mean, just 2 gamers trying to survive against the red. Oh boy. I like the land. It is painful, I know, but I think it's worth it. We will keep those 2, probably. This can answer Glissa, like they probably play her, right? This could be the Bloodletter. The Bloodletter would be a huge problem, because we actually don't have removal that hits it easily. The Ooze. Ooze is actually kinda perfect. They also have 1 green mana, which means they cannot double pump it. And there are no permanents, I believe. They need specific... Oh. Okay, that changes a little bit. Okay. Alright, I see how it is. I see how it is. So let's go our turn. We can Duress, which is nice. The Duress is very nice. So I think we go like this. They will get rid of a Valgavoth. I mean, what can you do? And told you, this cut down makes a difference, because they could eat the thing, then cut it down and prevent the Virtue. So it actually gave us an extra card. And even though we lost Valgavoth, we'll just make new ones, It's fine. It is fine. Do I want to ultimate on the next turn? Potentially. I think we go like this and see what they have. I mean, the choice is easy, but what now? What now? So Anoint with Affliction won't really hit anything for a very long time. They can hit with the Cottage, but it will take the... I think this is best. I think this is best. We'll just make a treasure. Well, it actually makes no sense, right? Because we burn a treasure and we make a treasure, so it's not a difference. They should go probably with the Arcfiend. I think that's the play. They could also land into Ritual Chamber if they got the land that is untapped, because they have quite a lot of tapped land, cottages, fast lands, maybe even more. And they're playing basically sideboard card against Reanimator, so we are already in the worst case scenario basically. Alright, some damage and some cards. Here's the Valgavoth. This is interesting. We could go... Oh man, this is interesting. So we could get Annex and Dread Knight on one side and all the lands on the other one. And I think they will sacrifice Annex and the Dread Knight and start to play the game. The problem is that they have more Annexes, but they only have 2 in the rest of the deck. So maybe? Liliana is such an amazing card here. Let's see what we get first. Maybe we get Reanimation Effect. Well, not Reanimation Effect enough. But that means if we want to this... No. I think we go like this. It is rough, but it is necessary. I think. Because Annex is an insane card. If I give them the land, I think they will take the pile of Annex and land. I think this is the only choice. This forces them to play fair magic. Without Annex. Because right now they are crushing us on value by drawing twice the amount of cards. Yep, as expected. So Liliana, as you can see, we could go Virtue on the next turn. They cannot discard it. I think we keep it, because we might decide that we want to cycle it. We'll see the next draw. If that will be also a land, we definitely don't want to play 2 of them. Alright. If they want... so if they play Cottage, if they use Cottage, they can go for the Dread Knight and they're losing a card. So they're still going for this plan, but it's okay. We have a lot. We still have double Valgavoth. And we can also use their creatures. I mean, this is something, huh? But they can kill it. That's the big problem. So I think we just go Virtue here. And now for the rest of... They can absolutely get rid of a lot of creatures from the graveyard, but can they activate Cottage every single turn forever for 5 mana and not fall behind? And we still can reanimate the other creature. So I think this is a little bit better. And then we can go Liliana for what they play on this turn. Yep, I think this is good. And now we can start stealing Sheoldred. Alright. Oh, they went around what we wanted to do. I think it's Ooze, right? I don't really want to get rid of the creatures. Huh. I mean, here they get the card, so I don't really want... I think we go with the Ooze. Let's draw and see what the card for the turn is. Alright, a lot of damage. Not amazing for us. I think we go with everything.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Because we basically get 3 cards this way. We force them to play a normal game without Annex. The problem is that they still have those Arc Fiends, right? Because they deal so much damage when we try to Chomp Block. Oh, that was Sheoldred. So, okay, so on the next turn we can actually start stealing Sheoldreds, which is super nice, and they cannot get those in any way. They can go Cottage, attack with everything, and exile the Shelly, and then we take the Dread Knight. But I will make an upkeep stop, because there is a world where we double Vault, so they will take Shelly. That's fine. So we already take the Dread Knight. I think we go like this to prevent the most damage, right? Well, not really, because this lowers the pressure. I still think it's a little bit better. And that for... Man, do we force a Sheoldred sacrifice? I think we do, right? This is huge. Alright, this is actually huge. And we can even prevent the play with the Ooze. Alright, let's take it. Let's take it. I don't think we need more cards. So let's draw a card, actually. Well, not the prime draw, but even though they played very well this, I think we can make something cool. Alright, first we get rid of it, because it's super annoying. Oh, we don't have the green mana, but we can have green mana, because we can make a treasure, so that's enough. Oh, this is a nice one. So we get rid of this, we get the green mana, now we can activate it. Which are you? I have no idea which of the Dread Knights it is. Probably the one on the top, right? Oh my god, I literally don't know. Oh, this is probably the Dread Knight. One of them, alright? One of them. Alright, I will pay it. And I guess I just roll. I don't think there's any way of distinguishing. If you know ordering exactly, I think you can figure it out. This was their turn, so our first. So I think this is their Dread Knight. I think this is theirs, but I'm not sure. And now they only have 2 Archfiends. They cannot even attack Liliana with the cottages, and that's the trap of activating Manlands. Sure, it feels great on the one turn you are doing it, because you are basically paying 5 mana for a 4/4 haster with, like, you know, food token generation, but then on the next turn you have absolutely nothing. I think we can kill it as well. Man, this ooze is starting to be really nice, I'll be honest. Thank you for this ooze. Definitely helping my gameplay. Alright, we'll make a treasure. Oh, I literally always forgot about this. But it's fine, because we will still kill it. We will still kill it. I think we would still do it, because I want to have stuff. Oh, Shelly. Go to me. Alright, I think with Sheoldred we are getting a huge advantage right now. So, I mean, we go right. I think we're winning this very hard. Alright, they also cannot go for the cottage here. And as you can see, you can literally play the whole game without even reanimating. I'm not sure, but I will go full control on this one. And we want to keep Liliana alive. Yep, we keep the treasure for the green mana. And as you can see, you can really nicely use... Oh, you want to take it back, huh? You want to take it back? Well, this one is an easy answer, and that's why we kept the green mana. I don't think you need full control for this, but bro, I am not risking this. And we have no cards, which means Liliana is free. And it feels that the game was outplayed to absolute oblivion. Oh boy, on the draw, huh? With triple vault. One good thing about the vault is that you always can cycle them if you overdraw them. I will take Liliana. She is very, you know, versatile, but we are on draw, so this will be rough. It might already be the Mastermind. So if that's a Dimir midrange, which is the most likely case, we want Anoint with Affliction to get rid of the Mastermind, but yeah, I think we wait one turn. This is so important to get rid of this card. If not, we will try to play Liliana somehow. If that's not Dimir midrange, I think we can, you know, get some good trades on the next turn. This will force a removal, right? Or a counter spell. I think it's okay. With triple vault we can double spell on the next turn, so I'm basically playing it for curve more than anything else. And I'm still not sure what are we playing again. That's fine, that's fine. So let's not discard Valgavoth yet. I know I could try to hit for reanimation on the next turn, but this is obviously a Dimir control. At least it looks like this so far. Oh, this is Excruciator. So it's just a control with Excruciator and Jace. And here comes the Jace part. Alright. They want to draw a card, which is fine. 3 lands from the top. Wow, that was some kind of draw. Alright, and we play 1 Vault and we use it to cycle the other one. So all in all, it's acceptable so far. Not sure if they have Excruciator. They don't have basic land. Be my guest, my friend. Be my guest. They cannot really hit anything here. They don't care about Anoint, and the Vault is something I wanted to cycle anyway. Yep. And by the way, every time they risk, they will mill the Rite of the Moth into the graveyard. So every time they are risking giving us a card that wins the game. But it's fine. And we can actually cast it on the next turn. So now we get rid of Valgavoth. Because we want it in the graveyard. And we can reanimate, so let's try to go like this. Alright, this is still a better land. It gives us Surveil. Liliana is so nice. The problem is that she is very slow. When they play Excruciator, they can already win the game. So Liliana is nice, but not in this situation. She's too slow. We just played this one. And because they don't have cards like this, yeah, we both just Anoint because we know we both don't have targets for it in the deck. Alright, They don't have the basic right now, so they actually don't have all the black mana. When they hit the swamp, they can cast Excruciator, but not until then. They're pumping Jace. A weird one. I mean, I have Valgavoth in the graveyard. Let's try. Let's try it. I think this is a good attempt. They might counter it, but in that case they won't draw with the tome. To be fair, they just need the scry, so this might get rough. Alright. And I keep Duress, right? There is a world where I can ultimate Liliana. Alright, not my favorite player of the year, but here it's way more important that I ultimate Liliana. And also with Empty Hand, it's way easier to keep plussing. And we can play one card a turn easily. Like, even if we draw something expensive, it's close to... Like, in 2 turns we can cast even 7 drops from the top. Because we'll get the treasures. So we are 2 turns... So right now I need to kinda hope that they will whiff on the Excruciator, which is absolutely, you know, fair game plan here. And we already start to have Valgavoth, so this will force some answer. Not the draw of the year, that's for sure. And let's use the Grotto. Alright, I think Rite is too black, right? Alright, not important. However, this is legendary. We actually didn't draw the Angel, which isn't perfect. I have to work towards ultimate, because if I split their lands, they will never play Excruciator. This, I think this is the last turn when they can draw Excruciator. Verge. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. 0 life paid. So this is their turn. If they don't hit a game-winning card right now, I think we can win this. Was that a swamp, literally? Alright. That's not the ordering you normally do things in. Alright. We will get double Jace, by the way, so we can double mill them on the next turn. Not sure if that will be enough. Oh man, they are going hard with this. I think they have the third Jace, right? That has to be the case. But we actually cannot lose the game! Oh, with this we literally cannot lose the game, right? Do we have more? Please tell me that we have more Heralds. We do. We do. We Zombify. Man, I tell you, this is perfect. No, 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 no. Go like this. Go like this. I tell you, we are winning because we cannot lose with this. They cannot mill us. Like, whatever happens, they cannot win the game. Oh, and now let's go with Jace. And you know what? Even better. We'll split their lands. So this means that they cannot answer everything. Ever. They can go. They can draw a card with this. That's fine. Oh man, this is perfect. We'll also split the basic. They will keep this, right? No, we need to get rid of this. So they want the pile with the tome. Now they don't have the basic. I think this is okay, right? I think this is okay. This also forces them to draw a basic land. So that adds to the problems. Like, they have so many problems and now we are adding more of it. If they hit the wrong land, they like have most of their mana in the wrong colors. They went with the... Sure, perfect. Let's go with this one. We might need the mana. And we can already start milling them, right? We have enough cards, so let's play this, because we also can draw 3 cards instead of them being milled. We mill them, and we draw 3 cards here. And all of those cards are ours. I mean, we are winning very quickly. So they want to play Jace, mill us, and then we don't die. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, and we kill them on the next turn. Man, Herald literally won this game. Oh man, I'm so happy. And they cannot kill both of them on the same turn and also kill us. Like, they cannot do all of those things. And we keep the Jace for future. They also don't have enough permanents to kill Valgavoth, so yep, they think that they hope they are winning the mill, but Herald actually prevents all of this. It's not just when we are on the minus life. We literally cannot lose the game. We literally cannot lose the game, my friend. Go for it. They just supply us with more heralds, and we don't care because all of the heralds are ours. Drawing cards, easy. Empty library, not a problem for us. We'll discard this, and we do it for the treasure. And of course, we cannot lose. And heralds will never end. And now they scoop because they realize there's no way for them to win this game. Man, Herald literally saved our life here. Like just like on the picture, it just saves the day. Oh, and they realized what is going on. Oh, is that a rope? Is that a salty scoop? I think it is. They milled us, and it didn't even matter. Alright, so let's endure the rope. By the way, we also have double J's, right? So we can just keep milling them, basically. So guys, if you want Mill to not be able to close the game against you, Herald might be your answer. And as you can see, the Mill decks do not like it. They do not like it one bit. By the way, we can also mill them. You know what? I think it's pretty epic. So we will also steal their whole deck here before we kill them. That sounds like fun. Another Jace. We pay life because everything is free here. This is so funny. So we cut their permanents in half. We stole their deck. We mill them with their own Jace. And let's go with Jace. We could probably just go Excruciator, but where's the fun in this? And you know what? I think we get them to 0. And I'll be honest, I don't think our opponent can draw cards like we do. By the way, this is my hand right now. And here we go with an epic win. Took a minute, but finally our opponent played not only a land, but also a creature. Let's go with the Virtue, it might be useful later. So of course we need to remove this. This might be actually Dimir. It looks like mono black, but it could be Dimir if they play poison. Oh, this is... alright, so this is the Golgari version. That's absolutely fine. Even though we don't have Reanimation or the Vault, we have a very nice setup. And I think we can keep removing their creatures so they actually don't stack any poison. And this deck really needs to stack poison soon. Glissa. Alright, we can make it work. First we discard because they don't know what we have. You go for Valgavoth first because this one is easier to cast and it also has flash speed. So you can very often surprise your opponent. And I mean, this is a perfect hit. We won't get any better value than this. And now we also have Liliana. Oh, I was so excited I forgot to play the land. Alright, it's not super easy situation, but I think we can make it work. I think we can make it work. And let's kill it, because I actually don't want to waste Liliana. She can be great. And I think we can see the card first, right? If that's a land, we can play it. Listen, I like my cards. What can I say? This is the type of card that I want to see. Because if we discard it first and then drew a dance step, we would be forced to discard it. And oh, alright. Listen, I think Liliana did her job pretty nicely. So we get rid of Contaminator to keep the board nice and clear. I should wait for it, because that could be Valgavoth. So we would actually steal it. Honestly, here let's go Valgavoth, because they have no permanents. So this is better. Of course, I should remove this after, so I could pay it for 3 mana. And here's Glissa, just trying to make a stand, but she's not working, bro. She's not working. Let's get rid of this. We keep the Zombify, so we don't activate the Vault. And this is a huge hit. However, they might try to go card for card, but it will be so hard. Like, they need to make 3 non-land permanents to just target it. They definitely have the answer, but they cannot use it because of the wording. Alright, they want to stack some poison. I have everything I have, but I have everything I want, I wanted to say. But honestly, the treasure is worth it. Oh, I have to take it. Like, we have so many reanimation spells. Let's just... oh, no. I don't want to sacrifice those, they will be useful. Let's do it now. And non-token creature. So now we can steal their Rot Priest, and that will probably get them to scoop. Yeah, exactly. Our opponent is going first. This hand has nice potential, but man, on the play this would be smooth. On the draw, I'm super scared. We might be dry die. But I'll be honest, like being on the play, on the draw already always feels like a death sentence with basically most of the decks. That's why everyone is forced to play like 1, 2, and 3 drops, because if you don't have them, you are out of the game before you even start. The boat of absolute doom. This is, man, I'll tell you, on the play this would be such a nice play. We could set up Collector's Vault, they would play the boat, then we play land, we cycle cards, we get rid of Valgavoth, we use the treasure to kill the boat, and then on the next turn we play a land and we Rite the Moth and we win. That would be the case if we're on the play, but on the draw, I don't know. We don't have good case. We still have to go for this plan, so I think we just take the hit from the schooner, we give them explore, we give them all the power, so they got basically like twice the power they should have. I think there's still a chance, right? Because Valgavoth will overtake them. If we ever hit the Angel, the Herald, I don't think they can kill us. They have very low impact removal spells, though they probably cannot remove it. Alright. I mean, we will do the thing, just one turn later. And it has to do. We played the land for the turn, so we don't show our opponent what bad ending they will get on the next turn, and we are not guaranteed a land, so we actually aren't able to use the treasure unless we guarantee that this is a land. So we will draw and then make a decision. Captain. Sure, this is normally extremely strong, but in this situation, I think we can survive. This is 9 damage. Oh my god, this is so much. This is so much, they will crew it now. This should be the play right now. We need to decide what do we do. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, the choice is easy. Unfortunately, they also have enough permanents, so they... but no, they don't have Black Core, they cannot remove Valgavoth. And this is the type of hit that would never, absolutely never happen if we're on the play. But here it comes, here it comes. Alright, did they play a land? Yes, alright, so that's at least good part. And it's not amazing, but it's okay. It will help a little bit. I'm not sure if we can survive this next hit, because they will attack with the boat as well. Man, this is so rough. Let's go with Zombify here. Of course we missed the land drop. So we literally need to win this game on this Valgavoth. Oh my god, absolutely flooded with Zombify's Rite of Moth. Like, we have more of their animation spells than lands, and we play 24 lands and 7 or 8 of those. So definitely not the normal draw here. They might have a bounce spell, so I think we'll lose. And all of this loss is based on being on the draw, because on the play we would absolutely pressure them so hard they would have like basically no board. Alright, so they need to sacrifice 3 permanents, which is not hard for them, so Firebrand's both... Oh, they went with this, that's fine. Oh, they messed it up, because they sacrificed the thing that was trying to kill this. So that's a game, they mistake, but to be honest, this game was lost for us based on being on the draw. So now we will wait for the Shame Scoop. Yeah, here it is. By the way, our opponent is named Reanimation. No, is that Oculus deck? I think it should be Oculus deck, but I've seen some whatever. Of course, we need to go for Duress. We need to prepare for the next turn, and let's see what they have. This town ain't big enough is amazing, and so is Hopeless Nightmare. Both of them are really great. Next turn can be Hopeless Nightmare into Pixie. Then we what? So they play this in... No, they play this into this, they pump something, so this could be... Oh, 2-2 and a 2-2, and one more discard. I think this is still the best card. It's a little bit more expensive, so they cannot do it on the next turn. I will go for the Nightmare simply for the mana cost. If we're one turn further, I would discard the different card. So now if they play this, they cannot go for the stun. And they don't really get the Pixie value, right? Oh my god, they bounced it? Absolutely amazing. Alright, Surveil is nice, but I don't think we need it now. I mean, I guess. We also will see the priority. That was instant. I will take the removal, it should be great. wanted to say good or great, and it went with the half of it. Alright, and we want to keep trading card for card, because here we might actually try to win without reanimation. And you can see that hitting this one Hopeless Nightmare was such a big deal here. Now we can Anoint with Affliction, they don't have death triggers. And we know that they don't have protection spells. Alright, and now they probably won't have board. They need to draw a creature. Alright, they got it. It's good for them, but it's not a very scary one. It's scary later when they can bounce it. They need 2 targets, or up to 2. So they can trade it to protect the pixie, but that's kinda it. I think we don't need to do much here. We want to be responsive, we are on our way to play Valgavoth, and don't forget the Angel is only 7 mana, so we can actually hardcast it, you know, relatively nicely. We just take the damage. And every turn we can draw Vault or something like this. Yep, they have no pressure. Like, we basically broke all the teeth, and what is left is just not scary at all. Alright guys, I hope you had a lot of fun with those scoops, and I'll be honest, Herald of Eternal Dawn is actually very fun card. You know, whenever you played Platinum Angel, you kinda know this kind of effect, but this one, for some reason, feels way more resilient. I think the reason is that we have so many reanimation targets, so even if it dies, we get it back, and when you start stacking 2 or 3, yeah, like, it's not legendary creature like Valgavoth, so we can actually go for a full board of Herald of Eternal Dawns, and then your opponent, even if they draw a removal, like, you don't lose to this. You can be at minus 50, your opponent draws Go for the Throat, it doesn't matter, and that's the cool part about this deck. Normally when you get this kind of, you know, strategy, one removal kinda finishes the game for you, but not with things like Virtue of Persistence. I would even consider playing 3 because of how insanely good it is, and because you are cycling through so many cards with both Liliana, Vault, and stuff like this, you can actually go for multiple Heralds quite quickly, honestly. And we have those Surveillance, which really help hitting the right stuff. And don't forget, Rite of the Moth can be cast from the graveyard, so if you sit on the top of the library with Surveil, this is basically a card, unless you want to go for the tempo and play it for 4 mana. So, before we talk more about the deck, it got me kinda excited. A huge thank you for our amazing patrons for always having our back, for always being a bro. So thank you guys, really do appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the channel every single day, and we are trying our best to keep the content fresh, and I think we are doing a decent job here. So we went 5-3 with this deck, so we ranked up, and honestly that's not a huge surprise. I actually didn't see as many red decks as I hoped. I honestly designed this deck basically against mono red, because the idea is that they cannot remove 6 toughness creatures, and then you will say, well, Sloth, they can lightning strike twice. Correct, and that's why we have 4 Duress and 3 Lilianas, and we also can make multiple Heralds, right? So this is the way that we prevent them always from drawing 2 lightning strikes, because if they have 1 card in the hand and they know Liliana will get the next card, they will never be able to stack enough for this one. And don't forget, unlike a lot of, like, you know, you cannot lose win cons. I mean, this one kills your opponent in 4 turns. It has flying, so all your Sheoldreds, you know, everything on ground, every scary Death Touch creature, you can literally ignore it, because it has flying, it hits for 6, your opponent will be dead in 4 turns, and they cannot even block, so they cannot threaten it most of the time. And that's a huge upside, because that means not that you will lose if your opponent draws a removal in next 25 turns, you will only lose if your opponent draws 1 removal for every Herald in next 4 turns. And that's way different, especially when you can attack their hand, when you can reanimate with Virtue. And by the way, the cool interaction we actually didn't talk about, if you are at like -5 with the Herald, you can literally play Valgavoth, life gain back to 4, and then when this dies, you don't care, because you are brought back to life. You are basically reanimated Planeswalker, which is super cool. So this is a niche interaction, but sometimes you can do it. Something to remember is that whenever you want to play those cards, exiled with Valgavoth, pay life. If you are at -40, you probably won't be paying life, alright? That's just something to keep in mind. You can still play lands and stuff like this for 0 mana, but probably not more unless you lifelink back into the game basically. And honestly, I like the deck. We performed, we ranked up, we had fun. I think this was a great day of Magic. By the way, Hidden Grotto has amazing art and also a very cool card. We only play 2 because we want to make sure that we play Liliana and Rite of the Moth on curve, but I think with 2 it's okay, especially that you surveil, so you also improve your next draw. If you need lands, you can hit lands in top 2 cards instead of top 1. So I think this is a nice addition that really smooths the gameplay. I know it's small, but it made me a little bit happier whenever I see the top card and I just went basically 1 turn ahead. So guys, that's it. Enough excitement over a Hidden Grotto instead of Heralds and Valgavoth. I hope you had a great fun. Thank you for watching and thank you for always, being on the channel. It is extremely appreciated, and, this channel would be nowhere without you. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it, and see you back tomorrow.